Okay, joined now by Tyrese Robinson. We'll get right to questions. Ryan Aber.
Tyrese, good talking to you again. What's your assessment here through 4 games of how the offensive line is playing, and what are some of the main things that you feel like can be improved with this group?
Right. For one, I just feel like our mentality going out there and how we approach the game and how we approach practice can change, and we got to do better on that. I mean, we're a new group. You had Adrian and Creed and all of them left, so it's new center, new tackle, new right guard. So we're all just trying to learn each other, get that chemistry up, and build off that. But we showed some improvements of certain areas in the game, but we got a lot of work to do.
Hey, appreciate it, Tyrese. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Zbilla.
Tyrese, you mentioned those new names. How different is Wanye Morris right now compared to who he was like in preseason games?
Right. Yeah, coming in from Tennessee, coming into the Big 12 and playing for us, it was different. Different rushers and stuff like that. So he had to work on his little technique and stuff a little bit more. But he has improved a lot, just learning the playbook and his technique, and he can be a big factor for us going on.
Jason Kersey.
Tyrese, when you talk about the mentality needing to be better, can you kind of pinpoint why maybe it hasn't been up to your standards? Do you know why, or are you still figuring that out?
I mean, I feel like it goes on with the older guys leading with me and Marquise. We got to be better just because we have more experience, and they're younger, so they're going to lead off how we go. And once we get that and we lead the right way, how we should be, I feel like everything's going to fall into plan, and we're going to actually show what we're capable of doing.
Is that just a matter of, Creed was there last year, and I know there have been some other guys. Is that just a matter of sort of learning how to be the guys on the offensive line?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we all came in together with Creed and stuff, so we kind of had the same experience besides Creed playing an extra year. But yeah, just having Creed out there kind of made little things more easier, I'll say, and just because he knew the offense and he was the center. So, and we just gotta build off that, help Raheem at center, because he's new at center and it's a difficult job. And we just help Raheem and get Chris right and everything else, and all the other guys, and we do a better job leading, and we're gonna be all right.
Thanks a lot, Tyrese.
Yes, sir.
Eric Bailey.
Hey, just had a quick question. Coach Beatonbow, you've been around him a lot of years.
Right.
How has he handled these first 4 games? How hard is the coaching getting? In fall camp, we heard how this offensive line could be like 2018.
Right.
What's it been like under him during these first 4 games?
Right. He knows that we haven't been performing how we should be, so he's been a little bit harder on us with our technique and our assignments. But like he said every time, we have to be willing to put in the extra time outside of practice and film room and learning more of our assignments and being prepared when we go into games like the 2018 group did. They all got together, watched film together. They all did everything together. I feel like it's more of a bond that we have to build and a trusting that we have to build between all of us to play how we should be.
Thanks so much. Good luck this week, okay?
Appreciate you.
James Hill.
I'm curious, the move to tackle, I know you played it twice or 2 games last year, but now that you're a full-time tackle, or have been up to this point, has it been eye-opening? You run into things that you didn't expect, or just how's it going out there for you?
I mean, it's going pretty good, going against IT and Nick Bonito in practice every day. That helps me a lot. Going against the best pass rushers in the nation helps me out a lot. And, yeah, it's different, different techniques, different assignments that I have to learn. But I got to be willing to put in the time to execute my position and my play. But I feel like it's been going so good so far, and just looking better, looking to continue to improve every day.
Kansas State, they run 3-man fronts. They mix it up front, don't they?
A little bit.
Yeah. What are you running into there?
Just typical stuff. Just outside, inside zone.
All right, man. Have a great game.
All right.
Good luck.
Ryan Chapman.
Hey man, Lincoln's talked a lot about how unique the last 2 weeks have been. I think only 16 possessions, like 16 real possessions. How hard is that for you guys on the sideline to make sure that, one, you're taking advantage of every possession, but you're not, pressing or trying to play outside of yourself and still trying to stay within the offense?
Right. I feel like going into every game, our first drive is always like we start off good, and I just feel like if we have the mentality like this is our last drive, and we just have to execute it like that every single time. But instead of just worrying about, we probably have another drive, so we can take off this drive, and it shouldn't be like that.
Is it difficult to balance that, urgency of not taking drives off when, you see the other offense on a long, drive down the field where you're off on the side for a while?
Right. Nah. At the end of the day, it comes down to your mentality and how you approach everything. And I just feel like we have to do that as a unit on the O line and every position else on the offense.
Bob Brisbilla.
Has it been tougher to develop that chemistry when there hasn't been the same set of 5 guys from game to game? You mentioned all the new faces. Has it been tough to build that bond when not all of you have been playing together at once?
Right. I mean, kind of, but at the end of the day, like we're all close outside of football, and we can all coach each other on something else, and I feel like that's going to lead us to a better unit. But at the end of the day, we just all have to come together, and whatever 5 is out there, we got to learn how to channel our mentality and our play.